It's DJ Ash Noble here. Welcome back to another stream. Today I am back with another booking announcement. So this of them bookings where I might have like hinted and teased like the date and like the month the booking is in, but now we're at that stage where the flyer has been released. So I'm quite excited about this one. I'm excited for a couple of reasons. One, because it's got some names on the flyer that I'm quite looking forward to being alongside. So, people that are actually doing the event as well. And the second reason being, I'm quite good friends with the guy who actually puts the events on. And we've sort of formed quite a nice little friendship through through the raves and everything. So yeah, so on the 21st, on the God, let's rephrase. On the 12th of May, 2023, you can catch myself playing the next Refelxion. And this next Refelxion is Orlando's birthday. So Orlando is the guy who runs Refelxion. And the next one that's been announced is Orlando's birthday. He's put a nice little lineup of DJs with Phil McIntosh being the headliner. So this event is a multi-genre event, so you're going to have everything sort of from bounce hardcore to like hard trance and hardstyle. So there's a little bit of a mixture of everything. There's a great lineup of DJs, including, like I say, Phil McIntosh, Danny Yen, Sims, FaZe as well. And then there's a great lineup of like supporting acts and up and comers, myself, Edo, Lowy, JDH, and just some real nice names on there. And hopefully it'll be good. It'll be a good vibe, hopefully, for Orlando's birthday. Hopefully it'll be a really good vibe. It'll be really nice to go there and see everybody and just have a real damn good time. And I'm going to be B2B with Edo, who is from Hull himself as well. So it's going to be good. We've got some great MCs as well, including Fergs. We've got like Nats and stuff as well. So there's going to be a really nice variety of different styles and different sounds coming through. Which I do like, a little bit of a multi-genre event. To be honest, it's quite a fun thing when you go to an event and you've got like a little bit of bounce and then it changes up and you've got a nice hardcore set and then you've got someone that will come in with a bit of an hard style set. And I'm a little bit of a sucker for a little bit of a multi-genre event, because although at the moment I'm producing a lot of bounce, trying to push myself as bounce because I enjoy mixing that myself. It does not mean that I still don't like the other genres of music, and I really do. And I've been doing some more hardcore stuff lately, actually, just mixes, like nothing in general that is nothing recorded, nothing no like live streams or radio shows with hardcore. But I've just been having a little bit of a play myself. I've really been really just falling at the moment back in love with that sort of like old Scott Brown and sort of like Dougal and Gamma, the old sort of like UK hardcore, when it was like Dougal and Gamma and Breeze and Styles and Hixie, and it was like Clubland Extreme, and just falling in love with them old tunes again at the moment, whether it's just listening to them. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, I lost a lot of hardcore when I sadly had a USB stick that got pinned. Well, I don't know if you know the story, but cut the story short, I had a PlayStation get robbed. So what had happened is, it was a little bit of a kind of a mistake on my behalf, but not just a mistake on my behalf. So, me mum wasn't in a good way, to cut the story short, and she wasn't too good, and I'd gone to an event with the layman, and it was kind of like it was like July, August time, and it was quite warm weather, and me being me, just went out and didn't think anything of it, and my mum fell asleep with the back door unlocked, and someone came in, a so-called friend, who obviously knew who lived here and blah blah blah. My mum obviously asleep, not well, out of it, blah blah blah. And they decided that they was going to rob the PlayStation, and they had nothing to put the PlayStation in, so they robbed a rucksack of mine, and I mean, don't get me wrong, the PlayStation going was a disappointment. Don't get me wrong. But unfortunately, being me, I had a private booking the following day. So I was doing one of them private parties, where you take your own equipment and stuff. So me being me, because I knew I was going to be at this rave on the Friday, knew I was going to get in late, knew I was going to sleep in, because obviously I've had a late night. I thought, let's be clever, let's be one step ahead of myself, and let's get everything, like, let's get all the equipment unplugged. So I got my rucksack and put all the wires in my bag, and then I thought, well, let's put my USB sticks in, so I make sure that I don't forget them tomorrow, because your brain can go get a bit muddled, and you can forget things the day after a rave, even if you've not been getting on it, just the dancing around and the tiredness and having a late night. And, me and the layman, we don't just pop into town, we're always driving to another town and hitting up an event. And sometimes we do events where it is like a 2-hour drive. And then sometimes we're somewhere where it's like a 40-minute drive, and we're hungry after the event. So, we stop at a Mackey's, and then by the time you get home, it goes really like gets quite late. So I just thought I'd put everything in my bag, be prepared, obviously, as you can be for a gig, and then I don't end up forgetting anything the next day. And me being me, did that, obviously, and the guy who wanted to take the PlayStation decided, I'll have dibs on his rucksack. So he tips the rucksack out, tips all the wires out. Them wires are no good to him. He just wants a PlayStation. It's all that's good for him. Not even a clue as to why he didn't think, look, there's a vinyl turntable here, there's decks, blah blah blah. But yeah, not realizing that there was two USB sticks in the front of my bag, so in like a little front compartment, that was full of hardcore, and some of that hardcore was off an old laptop. So the only way I had them tunes was they was on the USB stick, because I don't no longer have the ability to get onto the old laptop. Don't even have it with me. Left it at a friend's house. We was gonna try and see if we could get a charger for it, and then we never did. And yeah, so the only way of me getting them tunes was, plugging that USB stick in. So now it's like a case of, oh well, we've got to go all the way and try and search for them again. So I lost a lot of hardcore. But yeah, that's the story of how I lost a shed load of music, essentially, and it wasn't good. Most of my hardcore had gone. And I mean, I was playing still, even back then, I was, focusing a lot on bounce, but, I was still, would never have, wanted to get rid of my hardcore, because, I never, even though I sort of, I kind of left the hardcore scene in a way, but kind of haven't. Like, I'm still happy to take like bookings to play hardcore. It's just like what was annoying me is like being called a hardcore head, because like I'm kind of multi-genred, although I do play a lot of bounce, but like when you start one thing I've always struggled with, and I think other musicians might struggle with the same. But say I don't know, you start DJing and you start playing trance and you're loving trance and you do quite well with trance and you start getting booked to play trance out and you've done a lot of trance, so you're seen as a guy who plays trance. But deep down, you're a multi-genre guy, and you want to start playing some other genres. So you start trying to push yourself and think, what, I'm going to play hard house now. I quite like this hard house vibe. I want to do a few bits hard house. I want to get into hard house. It's a really sort of like tough situation on how you then get like your audience to sort of see you as this guy who, he plays a lot of hard house as well. And the big thing for me is a lot of people, was calling me an hardcore head. And I was like playing a lot of bounce, and I got booked for a trance gig, and I do like to play my house music as well. And people was like, this guy plays his bounce too fast. He likes his hardcore, and I'm thinking to myself like, I don't play my bounce too fast for starters. I mean, I play at one gig, I played it at 155. And a lot of gigs I have just played it at 150. I don't genuinely like to play it too fast. Whereas some people they'll play it at like 160, 162. And I think that is a bit too fast. But the point being is like, how do you transition from being like a hardcore DJ to right, this guy plays bounce and he also plays hardcore, and he plays a bit of trance as well. Without people just thinking, oh, he's an hardcore Edim. And it was the same when I moved over from being an MC and wanted to push the DJing as well. It was like, how do you see yourself? How do you get people to sort of like, oh, he's DJ Ash Noble, not just MC Noble, where to the point where you go live on the decks and people stop saying spit bars because although I still love MCing and I still do it, I wanted to do that transition and push myself more as a DJ. And a lot of DJs, believe it or not, there's quite a fair few will tell you that they started out by being an MC. Even the likes of DJ Tyndall used to grab the mic himself. Now he's DJing on some massive lineups. He's playing abroad. He's releasing bangers. So how do you go from that transition of everybody seeing you as one thing to then get them to start seeing you as something else as well? And that's like a real hard thing that I've always overcome. But always like struggled to overcome it. So I suppose another way of looking at it, like imagine I join the cast of Emmerdale, and imagine I play a character on there for 10 years and I'm a well-loved character, and bada bing bada boom, and then 10 years down the line I get killed off, blah blah blah. And then, let's say a year later, I join the cast of another soap and start playing another character. How do you get people to stop saying, that's Ash Noble from Emmerdale? And how do you start getting them to vision you and see you as that new person and sort of not that old person? So how do you get them to see you as the new and not the old? And that's kind of always been a bit of a struggle for me. Because I'm a guy who progressively changes, and I like people to see my change, and I like people to hopefully stick around and change with me and see the changes. But some people just, they always want to sort of like think, oh yeah, it's MC Noble, even now people don't come up to me and go, oh, you DJ, don't you? It's still, oh, you're on TikTok, you rap on TikTok, don't you? And I think, do you know what? I think I posted like 2 videos myself on TikTok rapping. And the rest have been like features from other people, so it's absolutely crazy. But yeah, there we go. We probably digressed again, like we always do. But the 12th of May, Reflexion, Alondo's birthday. Looking forward to it. It's another one of them like exciting bookings. I don't want it to come quick enough. Because obviously if it comes quick enough, like some of the other bookings I'm looking forward to, they'll be over. Sopranos in Amsterdam is a big one. That'll be over and finished. So that obviously in itself is going to be an exciting thing. And there should be artwork for that really, really soon. I sent some information across, not yesterday, the day before, I think it was. Or it might have been yesterday. All I know is I sent some information across, and to cut the story short, it was some vital information for some artwork and stuff to be done. So, we should see some artwork pretty soon, and I'm quite looking forward to seeing, what we can share and what will happen. So that'll be quite exciting. But I'm looking forward to all my bookings. And there's one that if you go on Facebook, I have sort of announced it already because I was excited. But I'm gonna do when there's basically a pre-flyer out, and my name's not on the pre-flyer, but because I was quite excited about this one, I actually announced it, and other people was posting the pre-flyer, and they was announcing this booking themselves. Even though the full flyer with their name on it hasn't come out yet. So I was kind of like, I just thought I'll do it anyway, blah blah blah. But I kind of want to wait on YouTube. So if you don't follow me on Facebook, get to Facebook at Ashley Noble. Have a little scroll down, and you'll see one for July, Stoke-on-Trent, and that's all I'm gonna say. That is like literally all I'm going to say. July, Stoke-on-Trent. Have a little bit of a look down. I announced it, I think, Tuesday, I think was when I announced it. So that'll narrow it down a little bit for you. So you're not just thinking, oh, I can't see it. I've gone right back to Wednesday. There's nothing. He's having us on. It's on Tuesday, and it was quite late on Tuesday night as well when I announced it, because I'd been at a work thing on the evening, and I do remember myself, like I was in the promoter's inbox, and I was like, I really wanted to get this booking. Really wanted to nail it. It was almost in a way like I was bidding on something. But it all happened like so unexpected. Like I saw the flyer and I thought, well, this looks like quite a decent night. The next thing I get tagged in it, and someone said, like, if the lineup's not full, you should get this person. And then the promoter said PM him. So I went in his inbox and said, look, you said PM you regarding some slots on this lineup. And got talking, went a little bit backwards and forwards a bit, and then I eventually got the booking. I was quite buzzed. It's an exciting, little booking. It's a really exciting little booking. Well, I say little booking, big booking. And I think by the sounds of things already, it's looking like the event is going to sell out as well. So that is going to be absolutely, so I'm looking forward to that being a part of something that's going to sell out, and just absolutely, trust me, we're going to be blazing amazing. So that'll be a shed load of fun within itself. So yeah, really looking forward to what's coming so far this year, and I've got more announcements to make once artwork and flyers drop. And one of them there's another one that I hadn't forgot about it, but it's not been announced yet. And this is another special one in itself. And I did speak about it in a previous stream, but obviously just didn't announce it. But I got asked by a legend, and he left quite a nice message, and he believed that I deserved a chance. And this guy's been a legend for years, and I'm looking forward to announcing that one. So we'll get that one announced, and I'll get it penciled in. Trust me, absolutely buzzed. It's oh man, it's crazy. It honestly is absolutely crazy. So yeah. I also, before we do go any further, end up the stream, I do want to apologise that I haven't done the next Making the Tune live. On I haven't done the next Making the Tune live. It's it's been quite a few days since the last one, and we've got like the next part to do. It's just been real busy for me. I've had like quite a busy week at work. We've had quite a few things going on, and I've been quite busy on the evenings, and I've been working on some other tunes as well, like because we're not really sure what's happening with this tune as well. I have kind of been given some of the other projects a more priority, and I started a remix of something just a couple of days ago that is now like practically finished, and sounds absolutely banging. There's a preview on Facebook that I'll be putting it on YouTube, and I love it. I've actually like really fallen in love with it. Like it's proper grown on me, and essentially it was a song that an old chart song, and it got speeded up, and it's been like doing the rounds again recently on like TikTok, and like Facebook Reels and Instagram Reels, and you have it in the background, and it's like speeding up. It sounds chipmunky, and I hadn't heard the song in a while, and it just sort of took me back, and I thought I ain't heard that in time, and then thought gotta get the vocal, gotta have a go, and let's have a go. So I did, and it works on me, so I like it. But there we go. So anyway, make sure to like, comment, share, and yeah, like I say, I do apologise about the next Making a Tune live. I will be getting on that in like a couple of in like the next day or so. Maybe tomorrow. I might do it tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm doing tomorrow yet. Actually, I'm very at the moment because I've got no bookings and no gigs. It's like another one of them like boring old free weekends. And it's right near my work's payday as well. Like my work's payday is literally next week, so it's kind of like I'm at that point where I'm really like tight for cash. But at the same time, I'm like really bored as well. Like it's just another one of them sort of like free weekends as such. Which I have got a little something to announce actually out. To slip my mind. So I was thinking about going over to the grandparents. They asked me if I wanted to go this weekend, and I was really tempted to go, like really excited. And then I realised I'm doing a live stream on Sunday. Doing live sessions as part of unrestricted events, and it means I'd have to be back for Sunday, you see. Cut the story short. Cutting the story short, I basically I'd only be there for a night, which won't really be too good. But it would be better than nothing. So I'm quite tempted. I'm quite tempted to go tomorrow. Like I'm quite tempted to go tomorrow and sort of like see how we get on. Um, so I'm gonna have a little bit of a think about it, and take it from there. Because like I say, it would only be a night, so it won't, I wouldn't really get too long there. But it would just be nice to go and see them, and because I haven't seen them since before Christmas. I'm trying to actually think when it was, because I was actually quite ill as well. It was just before Christmas. I went for a couple of days and came back like just a few days before Christmas. But yeah, just after Christmas, I got really ill. Went down with a virus that proper wiped it out of me. And it was probably one of the most like illest I've ever felt in a very very long time, because of my eyesight. I used to get a lot of migraines as a kid, so being ill, being ill was quite natural for me as a kid. Headaches and feeling sick, and if I got ill, like I really would get ill, and it was a bad thing really, because when I got ill, like I really did get ill. It was so hard, like to put it on, and like when you want to skive off school, like, oh, I don't feel well, like, like, oh, because normally I do really really go ill, so when I'm trying to like fake it, it was kind of like, oh, like, yeah, are you sure you're actually ill? And then my nan would be like, it's not a play day. You lay on that sofa and rest if you're not well. um, but no, so sometimes I would on a real, I would wake up with a little headache, and it would feel quite bad. And then sometimes like just laying, like would sometimes help, and sometimes by dinner time, like the headache would clear up. Um, but what can I say? Sometimes I did Skype, do it to Skype as well. Um, but yeah, so like I say, I'll see what goes down. If I'm here and I'm free, I'll try and get another part done to the show. Um, we'll just see, essentially, another part to the song, the next installment. I could have done it now, but I wanted to make this gig announcement. um so yeah, and like I say, Sunday I've got the thingy my bobby, the live stream to do, which I'm only doing like 5 while 5:45, kicking off the thing. And I won't be staying too long. Like, I've just got to go. I'm just essentially going to a guy's flat. He's running these things called Sunday Session, and he gets different people on, and runs like a live stream from 5 until 9 at night. Different people basically do a set from his house. And don't do too bad. The last one didn't seem to do too bad. So obviously I thought, yeah, it don't look too bad. And then obviously he said, did I want to do it this week? And I thought, yeah, all right, I'll come and do it. The thing with me is I'll give things a try. I'll show my face. But I wouldn't want to be like a regular thing on it. Do you know what I mean? Like, because it's not really my thing. Like I'm all about sort of like really going and like pushing myself now. But like I'll do things as like a one off. You know like there's certain like brands and events, and I think like I won't want to be tied down to you, and I won't want to be known as like part of your crew. But I'm more than happy to come and support you, and play an event, and all of that kind of stuff. And that's kind of like the same with this. Like I'll happily come and play a set, and support it, and show my face for it. But I won't want to become like a regular thing, and be doing it all the time, and but it's nice to to just go and like support things and show your face for things, and do things as as like maybe like a little bit of a one-off. So there we go. So yeah, that is gonna do it for this live stream. I am currently, well, I literally just popped out before doing this live, and I was just having a little mix before I did, just on the PC, just going through some of my own production tunes and just having a little test record to what is going to hopefully be the Sounds of Noble mix, and I'm just sort of seeing, because at the moment I've got about like 9-10 tunes, so I'm just sort of seeing like how long that would make the mix. Do you know what I mean? So just sort of playing around, um, take it from there essentially. So there we go. So yeah. So anyway, make sure to like, comment, share. We'll see you next time.